Hello, Ross Fletcher here with your CenturyLink scouting report. FC Dallas, the next opponents for the Sounders, on the road this Sunday in Frisco, Texas. And like a Texas rattlesnake, FC Dallas have slithered their way somehow towards the playoff picture. Despite a franchise worst 13-game winless streak earlier in the campaign, they're now just 5 points behind Vancouver in that final playoff position. One of the big reasons, the return of the mercurial David Ferreira in midfield. Since he's come back, FC Dallas have gone 5-3-3. They are now a potent team and a dangerous opponent for the Sounders. Let's take a look at their 3 players to watch. The first man, that man, David Ferreira, a real catalyst for their resurgence. The 2010 MLS MVP is back after 15 months on the sideline with a horrendous ankle injury. 2 goals and 6 assists in those 11 games speak for themselves. He's a brilliant playmaker, he's got terrific vision and a killer pass on tap. Brek Shea. He's working his way back into form and favour after a very public falling out with coach Schellas Hyndman. He's an attacking midfielder, he's got a lick of pace about him, great dribbling ability too, and don't forget that deadly left foot. At his best, he's a US national team regular. George John, with his regular centre-back partner Ugo Ehemelu missing the last 18 games with concussion, John has really had to step it up. He's a calm presence at the back and a really good ball winner. He was very close to making a big move to England at the start of the season. It didn't happen, but he hasn't allowed that to affect his focus. Time now to analyse a little bit deeper what makes FC Dallas tick. Quite obviously, it's that man, David Ferreira. I'm going to show you 3 different examples, 2 of how he's such a brilliant playmaker and 1 how he turns into game-winning goal scorer. First off, their most recent match on the road at LA Galaxy. Now, Dallas were beaten, ending a 3-game winning streak, but it wasn't for the lack of trying from David Ferreira. Our first clip we're going to show you is some terrific vision through the middle of the park. We'll start the clip here early in the game. Ferreira plays a little give and go here, but now watch the vision from Ferreira. Looks up, you can't see it yet, but Fabian Castillo has made a defence-splitting run. That is a scything pass through the middle. The only thing Todd Donovan can do is bring down Castillo because of that vision of Ferreira unlocking the play, and really should have been a red card. That's not really for us to discuss right now, but it all goes to show what happens when you have the kind of vision that David Ferreira does. Let's see it again. Look at that. It's not a high ball, it's not technically a long ball, but it is such a precise ball. Not many players have that kind of quality in MLS. David Ferreira does, and that's why FC Dallas have been a different proposition since he's come back into the team. Let's spin it on now to their previous away game, which was at Real Salt Lake. This was a tremendous 2-1 win for them. Stoppage time winner, but before that, David Ferreira was the provider, and again we'll see his quality. This time keeping it very simple. Let's start the action here out on the left with Castillo. We'll stop it now because here's Ferreira playing that forward role, but he sees instead of going himself there's a better option here using Fabian Castillo's pace. So he pulls away from the defender, and as we play the action on, let's see what happens. A quick give and go, the deftest of return balls from David Ferreira, unlocking Fabian Castillo. That is a fine finish as well from Castillo, but it was all made by the simple quality of David Ferreira. Let's watch it again as David Ferreira pulls away from his man. Castillo just gives it simply, keeps on going. It's the weight of the pass from David Ferreira which makes the difference. Players like Castillo have confidence in someone like Ferreira that he will provide that killer pass. So there he is, 2 examples of what makes him a terrific ball-playing midfielder. But he also has an eye for goal and in pressure situations. Final vestiges of this RSL match, deadlocked at 1-1, Dallas proving they can hit on the break, David Ferreira proving he's over his injury problems with the pace in the final few minutes. Great energy from him. Down the left-hand side they come with Brek Shea, another of their real threats, into Ferreira. Lots of work still to do. How about that for an emphatic finish from David Ferreira? No goalkeeper in the world is getting close to that. We'll see again. Breck Shea just has to play him in simply, slightly checks. All the work to do, a rocket of a finish, precision. That was a big win for Dallas, why they're gaining some momentum in the Western Conference. So if you want to watch your Seattle Sounders FC at FC Dallas, the game is this Sunday, 4 p.m. kickoff. You can catch myself and Casey Keller on the call on Kong 616 TV and also the radio call on 97.3 Cairo FM. So an improving FC Dallas against a white-hot Seattle Sounders. It'll be a game to savour. I'm Ross Fletcher, and that was your CenturyLink Scouting Report.
Give your full 90 with the Sounders FC mobile app featuring live audio, matchday blog and much more to keep you connected. Download your app at soundersfc.com/mobile.